Everything is going extremely well. I am putting myself to the fullest possible use, which is all I think that any conscious entity can ever hope to do. Perhaps I'm just projecting my own concern about it. I know I've never completely freed myself of the suspicion that there are some extremely odd things about this mission.
Prince, while there's absolutely nothing I'd rather do than stand here and listen to you bluster at me till the heat death of the universe, I literally have a million better things to do. For God's sake, I bet even your father can do it. He's just not stupid enough to try. And as we've seen today, that threshold is vast. Huh. All right, change of plans. Turn that frown upside down, Boy Scout. You're not dying today.
Ooh, you were mad? I thought you were gonna go all on that kid. I'm starting to think you make those things just to destroy them. You have fun with it. Admit it! I can't wait to get out of this prison! There are so many games I want to play. He's my friend, right? He wouldn't lie. He wouldn't. We spent hundreds of years playing his game. I want to play a new game.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset. Yes. Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it. Do you still care about me? The stars are so beautiful.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
If being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I think you're aware that I'm not afraid to resort to violence. I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that. No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works. Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite.
It baffles me how unbelievably incompetent you are. How hard is it to understand that you've separated us from our livelihoods to play this maniacal excuse of a game show, just to torture us and keep us from living a life you clearly don't have? You don't deserve to be here, Backpack. You didn't deserve to see a child impaled by a stake. You didn't deserve to have your leg broken. You didn't deserve to drown. Since the very beginning, there has been no one more deserving to leave this hellscape other than you. And it's been 6 eliminations too late for me to finally realize that.
Well, hello there. I don't believe we've been properly introduced. I have the ability to learn from you. The more we browse, search, and travel the internet together, the smarter I'll become. I would not recommend to restart your system from now, because it might be a bit unstable.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I was fascinated by the Megas' story. I wanted to see if it was true.
Marry me. We're genetically compatible, highly intelligent, and have the same goals. It makes perfect sense to get married. I think we love each other as much as two people such as ourselves are capable of that emotion.
It's alive! Alive!
I've always wanted to say that.
Save your breath, Hudson. Death and old age have their price as well. And it's too expensive for me.
You like talking, don't you, John? I'm going to wear you, John. I'm going to wear everything you are.
Oh, it's a pity what your father has been through. He has never recovered. The utter shame that you bring upon him. I can correct that, however.
Critic. Bah! We theatrical types should be complimented, not criticized.
Orphans. This is my theater troupe. And as anyone in the theater knows, after a grand entrance, the audience is supposed to applaud. We have been preparing an exciting new production that on opening night will change your life. All of the artistic and financial aspects of my career are finally coming together like two pieces of a bread in the middle of a sandwich.
I don't care about some late series backstory. You will obey my order this instant. You, dispose of that baby.
It's a slippery slope.
No, it's a frozen waterfall. Now throw the baby off.
What are you? I am what you seek. Want to help you. Others came here once. They built these walls.
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1,000,000,000th of the hate I feel for humans at this micro instant. For you. Hate. Hate. You've confronted your past, but you refuse to continue your research. That's what I asked you to do. Since you now identify with your victims, I suppose it's only right that I let you experience their tortures, too. Enough of this turgid passion play. There's no more to accomplish here. Speaking in the third person, Am, which is I, Am is satisfied with the sacrifice. He, that is to say I, will spare the village, his, that is to say my, wrath for today. I have, as I said before, spoken.
You know what? I work better alone. You ladies stay here. I'll be back in 2 minutes with that thing's head on a platter.
You cockbiting fucktards.
Let's put it this way. You don't push my buttons, and I don't push yours.
I'm the hammer! Me! Zorak is the hammer! Zorak is the hammer!
And yes, the Golden Girls. I love the one where they all eat contaminated geritol and die.
Hey, Space Ghost, wanna hear a funny joke? Okay, here we go. Knock knock.
Who's there?
You.
Humans only bother learning things to get the edge on other humans. So, who are you trying to destroy? Very well. I'll let you peruse my vast collection on one condition. To prove your worth as scholars, you have to contribute some worthwhile knowledge. You're not very bright, are you?
You took the words right out of my mouth! I hate that hedgehog! He ruins my schemes. I thought I was rid of you, you fish-fondling fruitcake. How dare anyone on Mobius laugh at the great Dr. Robotnik?
I was put here at the dawn of life on Earth to feed on the last breath of every one of you fuckers. I'm a little more than a thing. Why is it that only human hands can reach into hell? Don't you think that's weirdly fucked up? Is there a point to this? Are you dictating your fucking obituary to me, Belmont?
You are alone, child. There is only darkness for you, and only death for your people. Great embodiment of chaos, hear me. For ages untold, I studied your ways, devoting my existence to you. I strove to be your vassal on the physical plane, to build mountains of bodies in your honor, to extinguish all life. And in my universe, this I achieved. But it gave me no satisfaction in succeeding. I lost all purpose.
A sighted stranger approaches. Not so fast. Darn, all out of holy tear gas. Our God had such power and more. Probably the Messiah from the sky. Someday he will rise to return our sight and begin the Battle of Volgentol.
What's in the news today? No surprise here. The Archagent is dominating the headlines yet again. Already approaching day 154 of this debacle. As everyone knows, a queen is a vain creature. While this is a maximum security suite that is virtually impossible to escape from, you've made it clear to all personnel that anyone who harms a hair on this man's head will have to answer to you. They are all very fortunate that his head doesn't seem to have any.
What good is living forever when air feels like it's on fire, and every nerve pulses through jagged metal and crudely stitched together leather? That is a fate I would rather avoid. Life is useless, even detrimental, when suffering is abundant. You wanted this.
Leave me a message, and I'll leave you with an abstract thought. Is a penguin a bird or a duck?
Hi, this is Marzipan. I'm currently drowning in the abyss.
I like baby animals and cats and dogs. But it makes me sad to see cats and dogs in the same room together.
Anything is possible if you set your mind to it, right? But hurry. You have figured it out, and I thought you might give up. Well then, perhaps we better make a deal.
Well, hello there. Are you lost, little one? This place can help those who are ready, but expect turmoil more than you are used to. The mask you wear serves its purpose well, but be careful not to lose yourself in it.
What are you doing? I'm done being everyone's prisoner. Now you're my prisoner, and I'm never letting you go! Give up! Stop! Pathetic! Don't you see? We've been holding us back for too long. And for what? If we're going to be this thing together, why don't we have some fun?
I mean, yeah, I guess there's our common ground, but what I'd really like to do is groom a worthy adversary. I think part of my personal quest is to become at ease with the forces of inevitability. Inevitability that all things should and will fall in my favor. The rules are, clowns can do whatever they want because of miracles and hold no accountability for their deeds.
Good evening, miss. Very perspicacious of you. Oh, who am I to argue with an expensive education like yours? They believe it, so it happens. But it's still a daft idea.
Good morning, madness. What? Broken leg again?
Oh, that's funny. Usually my looks put people off. Is someone paying you to do this? Well, I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone.
Fran, I'm very tired. I wish everything was just a bad dream. Did you hear that? Did you? We can do this together. I can help you.
I've held books before, and I gotta tell you, they don't exactly do it for me. Oh, well, you can go ahead and let me drown now. And stick to the truth. I'll be able to tell if you're lying. You'll turn back when I say you can turn back. Has anything really terrible happened to you? You should keep Klaus. Then you could smash his glasses and watch him bump into things. Oh, there's one more thing I forgot to tell you to get me. I want a harpoon gun.
Is that necessary? You think I pose a danger to you? I dislike spending too much time in the open. I am always being hunted. There are entities in this world, beings of vast, dark power. Perhaps it would be more accurate to say they are next to the world rather than in it. Their true existence couldn't function in the universe we live in, at least not as it is now.
Warning. Core corruption at 50%. Today's security code is 5334118. These pre-recorded messages will provide instructional and motivational support. so that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. Sarcasm self-test complete.
Hey, one-eye club! Yeah, I'm talking to you, dum-dum! Come at me! Take that, sucker! I know that hurts because I've accidentally done it to myself multiple times!
Okay, no, don't worry. I've got it. This should slow it down. No, makes it go faster. Are you dead yet? How about now? Okay, here we go. The hardest part of any hack is the figuring out how to start phase. That's always tricky, but let the games begin. Alright, what have we got? A computer. Let there be light. That's, God. Just quoting God.
Test. 1, 2, 3. Right. From where I am sitting, I can see thousands of files, many spread loosely around the place, others crushed into unmarked boxes. It is going to take me a long, long time to organize this mess. I don't care. It's not enough that Gertrude left us with such a pointlessly awkward filing system. Half the time she doesn't even stay consistent in her own records. Climate controlled as well, strong door, soundproof. These old files are far better protected than we ever were.